Welcome to Informatica Cloud Videos. Today in this video we'll be looking at how to use hierarchy transformation parser. Let's look at few of the configuration that we need to perform in Informatica Cloud Mapping Designer for hierarchy parser transformation. You can parse JSON or XML hierarchy data files using hierarchy parser transformation. In order to parse the data, we need to configure a schema in hierarchy transformation, and the schema can be created by having XML schema XSD file as an input, or a sample XML or JSON file is needed. Hierarchy transformation can have two types of input, buffer mode or a file mode. In file mode, you would be configuring the file path with the file name. In buffer mode, you would be passing on the file data as a whole. You need to select the output groups in hierarchy parser transformation in order to get on to the next downstream transformation to map the fields. And you also need to edit the output fields if you need to define the right data type and positions for the output data fields. Let's try to look at a demo of how to use hierarchy parser transformation in Informatica Cloud Mapping Designer. Log on to Informatica Cloud Portal using your user ID. Go to Design, Mapping, and try to click on New Mapping. Please provide an appropriate name. And you would see a mapping palette with available transformations. First, we need to drag and drop a source transformation and configure the source transformation appropriately. Here I am going to select a flat file. I have a sample flat file here which has the path of a XML file which needs to be parsed. As you could see, there is one field in this particular flat file which holds a path and file name. Now we need to drag and drop the hierarchy parser transformation. We need to configure this hierarchy transformation. In this case, I am going to select file as an input type. You can select the schema if you had already configured a schema using hierarchical schema under configure pull down menu, or else you can browse a sample file in order to create a schema. I'd browsed a sample file here. Let me validate it. Click OK. Now we can join the output of the source transformation to the input of the hierarchy. Let's map the field. We need to select the appropriate output group which needs to be mapped to the downstream transformation. And based on the field, we can try to update the data type and the position drag and drop a target, configure the target appropriately, either select an existing target or you can create one at runtime. Map the output of the hierarchy parser to the target. Select the output group. The fields get auto-mapped since the file is generated automatically. Click on Save and continue to validate, and you can perform save and run. Choose the appropriate agent to run the task. If you would like to schedule this task, you can always go ahead create a mapping configuration task out of this mapping so that the task can be scheduled or can be rerun using an API. As you could see, the task has run successfully. With this, we come to the end of the video. Thanks for watching it. We would always like to hear from you. You can provide your comments by emailing to supportvideos@informatica.com, or you can tweet us at twitter.com/infasupport.